Good evening and welcome, Rebel fans, to Rich High School and a wrestling duel between the Rich Rebels and the Bear Lake Bears. I'm Ryan STEINECKERT. Alongside me, Clay Barker. He's the expert. I'm just the voice is what we're going to go with today. Yes. Clay, how you doing today?
Good, very good. It's good to be here.
So tell me real quickly about your experience. Probably most folks, anybody listening, knows your experience with Rebel Wrestling, with wrestling. Tell me about it, though.
I wrestled all through high school, 4 years. I never did make it to. I went to state a couple years, but never did place there due to a couple injuries. But it was a good time and loved wrestling.
Clay, did you guys, when you were in high school, how often did you wrestle Bear Lake? Was it about like it is now?
We met them at a couple duels up in Idaho a lot, so we did get to see them throughout the year quite a few times.
And based on your experience wrestling against Bear Lake, what do those guys bring? Is it what anything unique that they bring? Any toughness?
They're very tough. They've always been tough in football and wrestling, basketball. It's always been fun.
We got that the crowd mic nice and loud. Clay, I'm going to ask you to just move that mic a little closer to the mug there. Rich and Bear Lake, now these teams faced off against each other earlier this year at a tournament early in the season. It was a dual format tournament, Rich and Bear Lake came away with the win there. Bear Lake coming down to face the Rebels here, and it's a funny time of year to say this, but it's senior night for the Rich Rebels, as this is the final home duel of the regular season for Rich Rebel Wrestling Team. And so Rich versus Bear Lake. Any other history that you can tell us about Rich and Bear Lake Wrestling?
Not so much this year. Rich did look very good last week, and they've improved a lot just in that little bit of time. So other than that, I don't know too much.
Clay, when you were wrestling for Rich, I know Coach Larson likes to do a lot of throws, especially with the big guys. Was that the kind of stuff that you focused on? Or what kind of moves? What are the go-to moves for the Rebels?
Our definitely go-to moves is called the cowboy, and then just good basic fundamental wrestling. Half Nelson, stand up and switch. We always pounded those because that's how you win matches. It's fundamental.
What else is key for being a good wrestler? Obviously conditioning. You got to be in good shape.
Yeah, you got to be in very good shape. If you can't go 6 minutes, you're going to lose, and that's where you win it. If you go that long, yes.
At this point in the season, both teams are probably about a month, maybe a little bit more into the season, where they've started practices mid-November or so. You want to be in your best conditioning for state. Where are they now on that conditioning scale?
Based on what I watched last week, they look pretty dang good. A couple of the kids definitely struggled in the 6th minute, but they look very good for a young team just starting out, a way young team.
Our wrestling broadcast today is brought to you by J-Bar Auto and J-Bar Excavation here in Randolph. Clay, what kind of strings did you have to pull to get out of there early? Who's staying late to work tonight?
Scott Ferguson and Chris Staples is for me.
Good for those guys. Thanks, Scott and Chris. Rich and Bear Lake Wrestling coming up here in just a few minutes. We'll take a quick break. We've got interviews with both coaches, Coach Rick Larson of the Rich Rebels, Coach Brian Jensen of Bear Lake. I understand a family member, I think they said a father passed away just recently, so he is not here. He's with family, and we wish their family the best. I did have a chance to catch up with one of their assistants, Michael Wilding. We'll hear from him, and we'll also hear from Wyatt Weston. We've got a few exhibition matches coming up, and then the varsity dual matches will come up after that. So stay tuned. Rich Rebel Wrestling here on the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com.
One of the greatest things about living in Randolph, Utah is the friendly folks that live and operate business there. This is especially true at J-Bar Auto on Main Street in Randolph. Serving customers for years, J-Bar Auto provides high-quality service at a fair price, including vehicles large and small, tractors, and other types of equipment. J-Bar Auto also sells quality tires.
We appreciate all of our customers. Call us anytime. We're happy to help.
J-Bar Auto, 90 Main Street in Randolph, Utah. Stop in today.
Having a cabin close to home where you can get away for a day or two or a week at a time is something many people dream of but think it will never happen because owning two homes is a stretch. Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty has the solution. Quarter shares. You own 1/4 of the property. It's similar to a timeshare, except there are only 3 others who share time in your property. It's simple, cost-effective, and a wonderful way to have it all. Call Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty today, 435-946-8888.
It's the Chevy Employee Discount Sale going on now at Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet in Evanston. You pay what employees pay. What does that mean? Total savings of up to $11,000 on the remaining 2017s and select 2018s. And with a trade-in assist of up to $3,000, the time to buy is now. Auto Farm is stuffed with vehicles. It's the Chevy Employee Discount Sale going on now at Auto Farm. You pay what employees pay.
Auto Farm Castle Rock Chevrolet. We're a different kind of dealer.
Ryan Steineckert with Michael Wilding, one of the coaches for the Bear Lake wrestling team. Michael, thanks for your time today.
Hey, no problem.
We've talked a bunch of times in the past, but you as an athletic director capacity, how long have you been coaching wrestling?
I've been coaching wrestling before I was an athletic director in Pocatello, and so the first year I was athletic director, I didn't. The second year, I nuzzled my way into wrestling. I had to.
Tell me a little more about yourself. Did you grow up in Bear Lake wrestling? Where are you from?
I'm from Pocatello. I went to Highland High School. I've wrestled since I was in the first grade. Was 2-time state champion in Idaho, 5A, and then wrestled at Western Wyoming Community College in Rock Springs for 2 years, and made an All-American status, took 7th in the nation. So it's been fun. I love wrestling.
That's impressive, and you look like you've kept that wrestling physique a little bit.
Well, thank you very much. I try.
Coach, tell me about your team. How did you guys do last year?
Last year we were pretty solid. We took 7 to state and then had 3 place out of the 7. And we've got a lot of them back, actually, which is a good thing.
For folks that haven't followed wrestling that much, how's Bear Lake wrestling been traditionally? What's the program like?
The program stayed maintainedly really solid. We just have good wrestlers that get after it and go. We've had a couple state champs in the past. Hopefully we're looking for one this year.
Did you say you bring back some guys that had good experience last year at state?
Yeah, we bring back Chet Beard that placed last year at state. Tyler Lutz is coming back, and he's wrestling really tough at 195. And we also have a couple qualifiers that are doing really good too. Kyle Skinner is wrestling really well, and a couple other. And Hayden Hunt also placed at state last year. No, he didn't, but he's wrestling really tough too, and he'll probably place this year.
You guys have been, I think, at a lot of the same tournaments that Rich has so far this year. Faced them in a duel at one of those early tournaments. How did that one go? Do you remember?
So we came out on top at that duel. I had a couple kids, one kid not make weight, which made a big difference, and so the duel was a little closer. But we wrestled them really tough for the first of the year. It'll be interesting to see who's improved and who hasn't, and see who gets after it again, if they wrestle the same people, or there might be some different matchups, which will make it interesting, I think.
Coach,
I know one of the challenges is for Rich and small schools all across the country is filling those weights. How do you guys stack up? I mean, from top to bottom of the weights, are you guys pretty full?
Yeah, we're doing better this year than we did last year at filling all the weights. I think we give up 182 right now is all. But we have a bunch at 52, we have a bunch at 20, and just starting to feed them out to where they need to be. But it makes it fun in the room when you got a bunch of guys at one weight that compete. But yeah, filling the weights is always, especially for a dual, is always really hard to do.
You'll see sometimes schools or different programs that that have an identity. Guys that or teams maybe they use the cradle a lot, or they go with the different throws, things like that. Does it Bear Lake Wrestling? Do you feel like you have an identity of certain moves that you guys use?
Ooh, an identity of moves? I don't know. I hope our identity, from what I try to coach to, is being in shape and being able to push the pace on teams and use that to our advantage, I think. Actually, I have kids that do all sorts of different moves, so no, I don't think we do have a move that separates us, but we're just solid wrestlers, which makes me happy.
Conditioning is such an important part of it. For any good coach knows that.
Yeah, of course, and we get after it pretty good. Actually, right before state, we go to 2-a-day practices, which is weird, but I'm here to tell you they latch onto it, and they know going into state that they're in better shape and their mental strength is better than it ever is after those 2-a-days.
Seems like there's two camps on wrestling: those that just don't get it, and those that just love it, immersed in it like you are.
Yeah, yeah, I love it. So we immerse ourselves as much as we can, but by the end of the long season, we get pretty tired.
Coach, anything else we should touch on about today's duel?
No, I'm just excited. Hopefully we get out there and wrestle and do our best.
I wish our best to Brian Jensen, his family, and thank you, Coach Michael Wilding, for being here to talk with me.
All right, thanks, Ryan.
Thanks so much, Coach Wilding. Let's jump into the action now. The first exhibition match of the afternoon of the evening is Newly Cornea, a Rebel freshman, and Butch Ream, a sophomore, 138-pounder. We've got an injury, a blood timeout, and the visitor there, if you're watching online at mylocalradio.com, of course, that'll be the Bears. So Ream on top, 10-9 or 4-2. How'd we get there, Clay?
Right now, there's 2 takedowns, and Newly's escaped twice, I believe. And very good, even match so far.
And a fair amount of blood. You probably experienced a similar situation to this, Clay.
Yes, I wore braces during high school, and I always was bleeding.
The
so
lips, huh?
Yeah. You just had to learn to toughen up, I guess, and keep your mouth closed. That was a nose, though, out here bleeding. So
we've got a handful of exhibition matches here to start. Newly Cornea, Butch Ream. That's the one going on, and Ream leads. Bear Lake's Butch Ream leads 4-2. Another one coming up at 152. Bridger Weston will take on Kaysen Culver. At 160, Colton Hislop against Ryan Hunt, and at 220, Wyatt Weston against Christian Zabriskie. Several of those same guys will wrestle again during the actual duel, and I think it's Coach Larson and probably Coach Wilding returning the favor, like with Weston and Weston, or with Wyatt Weston and Bridger Weston, probably both guys that are varsity wrestlers, but getting in that extra match to give Bear Lake guys to wrestle against.
Yeah, it definitely helps both teams out, but you got to get all the matches you can in before state.
Cornea working to get up off his feet, and Butch Ream just rips him back down to the floor. Time running down in the first set, or in the first period. Cornea trying to hold on, and does, trailing 4-2 at the end of 1.
It's Red's decision right now. Newly chooses the top.
And did you have a preference? So did you like when you had the pick? Would you pick top or bottom?
I'd always choose top. I like to leg ride though.
You're a leg rider, huh?
Yes.
So Cornea on top, comes in from the left side, quick wrap around, and Butch Ream looking to get a quick turnaround. Cornea, cross face. He's got a good move coming in. If he can get that leg free. Comes out to the side, Ream up to his feet, and Cornea almost got that cradle in there, but now rips Ream back down to the floor.
And he's got a leg ride in.
And a similar, a lot of different leg ride options.
Yes. Yeah, there is a lot of different variations. Noli's working the half right now.
Boy, driving hard, spinning around. And there is some new pin rule with that outer circle, so we'll get into the details of that in a few minutes here. But the half, boy, working it hard, but Ream has that left leg posted out there strong.
Yeah, it's very strong. He's not letting him get it at all, not making it easy.
Ooh, good move by Cornea. Just sucks him back, pushes him down to the floor. He'll get some near fall points, it looks like. At least 2 or 3 coming. He's driving hard up on his toes, trying to get the pin, but can't quite get that fall. Bush Ream really battling to try and get himself up off his shoulders. He bridges, rolls, and is able to spin back out of it, back onto his belly. Belly's out, but Cornea on top, 5-4. With 3 near fall points, with 40 seconds left to go. Now Cornea going to the other side, trying to push down in back to a
cradle. He's working the cradle in. Looking good.
Ooh,
pull him over.
That's some good strength from Cornea. He just picked Ream up off the mat, pulled him back to his shoulders and pins him. Cornea with the fall at 24 seconds left in the second period.
That was a good, well-fought match.
The way it started, it looked like Ream may have had a little bit of an advantage with that stocky, the little bit shorter figure, build, and he got that early takedown, but Cornea never let up. So Cornea with the win by fall. Again, these first 4 matches exhibition. The next one is Bridger Weston and Kaysen Culver at 152. And we'll take this opportunity we'll just have a quick ad break. We'll be right back. We'll keep it right here for the match, actually. We may jump into an interview here in a moment. We got to hear from Coach Rick Larson of the Rich Rebels. But for now, we'll keep it right here with Weston. What are you seeing early on, Clay?
Bridger's working the cowboy. It was defended very well. That's our bread and butter, this move right here, so Bear Lake knows it.
You can see Culver keeping that, pulling that arm, that grip off so that Weston can't really pull it in tight.
Yeah, so Hinton can have to find another go-to move. He's working for a cradle here. Very good. Here comes a cowboy again.
Just trying to fake him out with the cradle to get back into the cowboy.
Yeah. That kid is very strong, Bear Lake.
I feel like you don't see as many of these moves from your feet at the lower weight, so you get more of the throws and things at the higher the weight goes.
Yeah, I would say so. Definitely quicker. Big guys are a little bit slower for sure, but some of them, man, they can shoot with the best of them.
Nice little takedown. Weston on top, leading 2-0 with a minute gone in the first round, or the first period. Rebels Newly Cornea, the freshman, beat Butch Ream, the sophomore, by fall with 24 seconds left in the second round of their exhibition match. This is exhibition match number 2. Following this one, Colton Hislop, Ryan Hunt. If you're watching online at mylocalradio.com, you see Bridger Weston in gray, Rebels down his back, and Kaysen Culver. This is 152 pounds. Culver riding hard, or working hard from the bottom. You see that bears across the left side of his hip, and
he just tried to throw an Owens and got stuck.
And now Weston has to belly out. He's able to spin back around, but a good hard hold from Weston. From Culver, rather. He's got Weston in some trouble, getting some near fall points.
Short time, though, very short time.
2-1.
Saved by the buzzer.
And Weston escapes, but the reversal, the 3 near fall, and Culver leads. It should be 5-2. Did Weston, what happened there? Did he get overextended?
He tried to move, and that kid stopped him right in the middle of it and put him on his back.
You talked about his strength that had to play a factor in getting that, stopping that move.
Yeah, that was you got to be strong. That was good.
This is at 152 pounds, and Kaysen Culver, I've got as a record coming in at 4-2. He's a sophomore. Weston, of course, a sophomore as well. These are pretty evenly matched guys. Weston on top for round 2. And just working hard. Culver bellies out.
Both working for control. That's the cool thing about wrestling. You can have control on bottom also. And still control the match.
Weston trying to work into it across over the top cradle. Can't get those hands locked in. Pulls Culver back to the mat. 40 seconds gone by in round 2. Weston trails 5-2. He got the initial takedown, but Culver a reversal and 3 near fall points right at the end of the first round, leads 5-2. Weston riding hard. Culver stretched out. Now he was starting to work back up to his knees. They started to question, is he stalling a little bit?
There is definitely a little stalling going on. He needs to work out to the sides and the edges and get called for that. All right, now he's working on a half Nilsson.
Official
pretty good.
right here between us and the wrestlers. So they'll move off here in a second. You'll be able to see better if you're watching online at mylocalradio.com. Today's broadcast is brought to you by J-Bar Auto and J-Bar Excavation here in Randolph. Weston still riding hard. A minute and a half just about gone by in the second round. Culver up to his feet now, just about escapes, but Weston pulls him back down. This is Bridger Weston.
Out to the front working for a Cowboy. Not looking very good for Weston right now.
Culver trying to pull that head out. If he can get that out, Weston may be in trouble. And he does. He gets it out. There's the reversal.
Reversal. Some back points coming right now.
And Weston,
we're short time again.
With that left shoulder of Weston, I don't know if Culver's going to be able to pin him as long as Weston can keep that left shoulder off for 3 more. 2, 1, and just escapes again. Goodness, 7-2, Culver on top at the end of 2. Weston gassed at the end of that round. Boy, he had to work hard to stay off his back.
Yeah, I did. You don't want to be in there. It's a good thing it was short time. All right, Bear Lake is down, Weston on top.
That's what, was that Culver's choice? Did you see?
I didn't see.
He did pretty well riding that second round out and then getting a reversal. Weston got a hold of 2 arms from the left side.
Culver's up and out with 1 point. Escape.
10-2, Culver with the lead. Pushes Weston away.
Yeah, Weston's got to do something pretty drastic here if he wants to pull this one out. Definitely got a pin.
Reaching in, looked like a fireman attempt.
Yeah, with the takedown 2 for Culver. Culver's working on hand control right now.
You get overextended there, taking that risk, which he had to do, but then it's a quick takedown for Culver for 2 more points, leading 13-2. Weston looking to ride this one out, maybe come up with something. Definitely doesn't want to get pinned, but we're in the tech fall area right now, or at least getting there. Under a minute to go in this third round. Bridger Weston trailing against the sophomore.
Got an escape, Weston out, 1 point.
Case and Culver.
Both of them circling. Trying to decide what to do here for a second. Hopefully he can
catch his breath for a second. He's only got just over 30 seconds to go. Culver in from the side. I think he looks content to just win this one 13-3.
He can just stall this one out for the rest of 30 seconds.
And as hard as Weston had to work for the last several seconds of the first and second rounds, he's probably doesn't have much left in the tank. Mouthguard falls out. Weston gets a quick timeout to pick that up, retrieve it, put it back in. 20 seconds to go, and Bridger Weston needs something quick. Here Coach Larson shouting inside, inside. Got to go quick, 13-12, 11 seconds to go. Weston trails 13-3. Culver doing all he can to just stall.
Yeah, he's just backing out and just staying safe, and he knows he's got this one beat.
With 2-1, Weston won't get anything done, and Culver, in a battle of sophomores at 152, earns the victory, 13-3. A lot of points, well, just 1 point each in that second round. Weston got the escape. Culver with the near fall points. We'll take this moment we'll move on to the next match. Colton Hislop, Ryan Hunt at 160. While you watch this match, we'll hear from Rebel Wrestling coach Rick Larson.
Ryan Steineckert with Rick Larson, coach of the Rich Rebel Wrestling team. Coach, thanks for your time today.
Thanks, Ryan. Good to be here.
How did the team do last week? You had a busy week at home and then on the road.
Yeah, we started off at home with Big Piney, and we had a good crowd. And our kids came out with being at home, wrestled as well as I've watched them all year. They were aggressive. They executed their moves well, were in shape. And it was a fun match. We lined up very well with Big Piney. They had a bulk of young kids in those lower weights, and so did we. So all of our younger kids, those lightweights, we all had a lot of great matches, a lot of close matches, and we ended up winning most all those matches. So it was a lot of fun. The varsity duel was very competitive all the way through. We won some close ones, and they did as well. The final match with Wyatt Weston and their 195, great match. The final score was like 25-19 or something. It was incredible, back and forth. Each one should have won it 3 or 4 times. But anyway, he got us at the end. We had to kind of do a desperation throw there at the end. But a great match, and I think they'll meet up again down the road, so look forward to that.
You were at Malad the rest of the weekend, Friday and Saturday. How did things go there?
Malad was a great tournament, 16-team individual tournament. It was good for our kids to see that format and wrestle through that 2-day tournament. All in all, in the end, Wyatt Weston, he ended up taking first at 220. Once again, had some good matches. It was great competition, so it was good to get him back in the winning swing of things, and he wrestled well. Our other placers, Trey Sidaway actually had to wrestle off Colton Hislop, our own guy, for 3rd and 4th, and so Trey, the senior, won that one, but it was a good match as well. Corgan Conk came through, placed 4th at 120, and he ended up wrestling 3 of our guys on through the brackets to get there, so he knocked off 3 of our kids on his way to a 4th place finish. And then 98, Corbin Malm ended up 3rd at 98.
How do you feel like the team is doing this point of the year? You're going to have a bit of a break coming up, but with some tournaments under your belt, things rolling along, how's the team looking?
We're looking well. We've had a couple of injuries, taken a couple of kids out. Hopefully we'll get them back over the holidays. Also with the bump in the weight on the holidays, they get a 2 pounds growth. That will make it so a couple of those kids get down a little sooner, the ones that are dropping weights. So our lineup's going to change a little bit. Wyatt should be down at 195, where he's ranked first at state at that weight, and that's where we want him. So we're just continuing to move forward. We have our home duel this Thursday against Bear Lake. Because of the schedule, that is our last duel at home, so it's kind of our senior night. It's early. But Bear Lake was nice enough to come up here and wrestle us and give us another home duel. So it should be a great duel. We'll hopefully have a good crowd, and we match up very well with Bear Lake as well. They're going to be some quality matches all the way through.
You mentioned the 2 pound bump in weight for the boys. Do you get that as well, Coach?
Do you mean for myself? I wish, that 2 pound growth allowance is nice. These kids that are working hard, they're putting on muscle. They're bulking up as they're trying to lean down, and so they're getting leaner, but they're gaining weight in muscle. So that 2 pounds growth is a great relief for some of these kids who are really struggling to maintain that weight right now.
For most of us, if we could go keep that at 2 pounds over the holidays, we'd be pretty happy. What do you know about Bear Lake? And you mentioned you match up with them pretty well. Tell me more about their team.
Yeah, they have a good, solid team. They've got kids in every weight all the way through. They're similar to us. They wrestle a similar style as ours as well. The big guys like to tie up and throw, and their younger guys are very good and aggressive. They wrestle a little bit of legs, and we're starting to, do the crossbody parallel leg rides as well, which kind of changes it up when you're out there wrestling. So we match up well with Bear Lake. It's going to be a battle. If we come out and wrestle like we did against Big Piney, that home court or advantage, home mat, I think we can end up taking them at home. But it will be a big challenge. They're a good team, so we're glad to have them here.
Anything else we should touch on?
We're just excited to have our last home duel here and get off for the holidays. Give a chance for kids to heal up a little, their shoulders, their knees. They're all getting a little sore at this point. So we're excited to have a break. So Merry Christmas to all.
Rick Larson, wrestling coach and principal at Rich High School, thanks for your time. Good luck against Bear Lake on Thursday.
Thank you, Ryan. Appreciate it.
Welcome back to Rich High School, and our apologies to the Hislops. We didn't get there. It was an exhibition match, so I feel okay about it. But Colton with a nice pin. How'd he get there?
He's very tough. He's very good with his legs. He's very comfortable being on top. He did a scissors and put the kid on his back pretty easy. That kid was very tough also.
And so Colton got the pin with 23 seconds left in the second. Meanwhile, Wyatt Weston, a quick takedown of Christian Zabriskie, a junior at Bear Lake. And Weston spins him around. He's got a nice, two arms, just stacks him up over the top and pins him.
Pendon and Owens. Very quick match.
38 seconds in, Wyatt Weston wins by a fall. So the Rebels in that exhibition, we'll hope the actual dual matches can go about like they did there. Rebels win 3 times by fall. Too bad those points, or those couldn't earn points for the dual score. Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Let's see. So that takes us to the end of the exhibition matches. So let's recap that real quick. Newly Cornea from Rich beat Butch Ream by fall in the second period. There was 24 seconds left in that second. Bridger Weston lost 13-3 against Kaysen Culver. What about those other two, Clay?
Now we have Colton Hislop with a win over Ryan Hunt, and Wyatt Weston with a win over Christian Zabriskie.
We're going to take a quick break, and we'll be back with more Rebel Wrestling coverage against Bear Lake, brought to you by J-Bar Auto and Excavation.
Whenever you need dirt work, always think of J-Bar Excavation first. The professionals at J-Bar Excavation have all the right equipment and the experience to provide quality work that fits your schedule and your budget. Serving customers for years, the team at J-Bar Excavation understands the area and will work with you to create exactly what you're looking for. Stop in today. J-Bar Excavation, 90 Main Street in Randolph, Utah.
Rebel seniors Keegan Terry, Trey Sitaway, and Wyatt Weston, just 3 seniors on this Rebel wrestling team. All 3 guys.
And Gifford.
Oh, Daniel Gifford, thank you. I just didn't even, I looked right past Gifford, thank you.
Counting them also here.
Daniel Gifford, the 4th senior, Rebel 4 seniors. And again, exhibition matches just finished up. We've got the varsity, the dual matches with Bear Lake coming up in a bit. While they make a presentation, the players and the wrestlers, to their coaches and others, we'll take another quick break. We'll be back with more Rebel Wrestling, brought to you by J-Bar Auto and Excavation here on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com.
It's always good to know you have a mechanic you can trust. At J-Bar Auto in Randolph, the professional mechanics provide repair and maintenance work on all types of cars, trucks, tractors, and semis. The fact that you can trust your mechanic should be enough. But at J-Bar Auto, you'll be treated so good, you'll find yourself wanting to just stop by and visit every now and then. J-Bar Auto in Randolph, Utah. Stop in today, 90 North Main.
They really appreciate every customer at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley. They understand that you have lots of options when it comes to purchasing outdoor recreation vehicles. That's why they work hard to earn your business by making sure they understand exactly what you want. They're friends with their customers. When you're happy, they're happy. If you haven't been to their store, they invite you to come visit. And if you've already one of their friends, stop in again soon and check out all of this season's gear. Cache Honda Yamaha, in between Logan and Smithfield on US 91.
Business cards are a powerful and inexpensive way to promote the goods and services you offer. You can design your own cards or have the professionals at Weststar Printing design your business cards. Now with same day and next day turnaround on all business card printing, you don't have to wait. Get your business cards today. Professional quality, inexpensive prices, and quick turnaround. Visit Weststar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston, across from the library. Weststar Printing, 307-789-5202.
The best family vacations create lifelong memories. The Wind River Hotel and Casino in Riverton, Wyoming has teamed up with the Riverton Golf and Country Club to bring you great golf getaway packages for the whole family. Come for a couple of days, golf, eat, relax, tour the Wind River Indian Reservation, and enjoy the Native American tribal dancers. Pet rooms are available so you can bring the whole family and stay. Call today the Wind River Hotel and Casino, where families play, stay, win. 866-657-1604.
If you're looking for live local sports, local news, weather, live classifieds, and free photo downloads, search no more. MyLocalRadio.com has what you want. Watch your teams live or browse the tens of thousands of photographs of Wyoming, Utah, and Idaho high school events, from speech and drama competitions, rodeo, an array of different athletics, activities, community events, and so much more. Visit MyLocalRadio.com today and find what you're looking for.
Back at Rich High School for Rebel Wrestling coverage, brought to you by J-Bar Auto and Excavation in Randolph. Joining me here on the broadcast, I'm Ryan STEINECKERT, and joining me is Clay Barker. Rebel Cheer Squad performing. We had senior night, since this is the final home duel for the season for the Rebel Wrestlers in the exhibition matches. Rich won 3 out of the 4 matches by fall. And Clay, we got some good matches coming up for sure. Did you happen to see, were you there at that tournament when Rich took on Bear Lake earlier this year?
No, I was not. I believe it up as a Malad or Marsh Valley tournament where they were at.
Now, one thing for sure, Colton Hislop is the Rebels' only wrestler at 170. We know Wyatt is the Rebels' only and best wrestler at 220, and he's a guy that's ranked #1 in the state in 1A, has high expectations for a state championship. So those are 2 that Rich should have won, especially in those exhibition matches.
Yes, definitely. They did very well in those. Performed good. And it'll be great to see him here in a few minutes.
Against, generally, I mean, if you look at those guys, are those probably the Bear Lake JV, maybe even younger kids wrestling at those that we saw in the exhibition matches?
Yeah, definitely. Usually you're getting your younger guys a couple more matches. Sometimes they are varsity, but they are younger, freshmen, sophomores. Get them a couple more minutes wrestling.
Let's run through the matches that we're going to have here at 106. It'll be Mason Skibby, a freshman, against a sophomore, Caleb Smith, at 106. 113 will be Corrigan Conks and Kyle Skinner. As we go through this, we'll mention the Rebel first, then the Bear. At 120, Keegan Terry, Ryan Tobler. At 126, Randy Trujillo and Ammon Holmquist. You see those guys come out and shake hands. At 132, Austin Peterson against John Holmquist. And we'll make sure we get you information as we go through this match on guys, if they're juniors, seniors, and other information, records and such that we know. At 138, Daniel Gifford will take on Chet Beard. 145, Jaden Rao against Dalton Moss. At 152 pounds, we saw Bridger Weston take on Kaysen Culver earlier, both of those sophomores, but this time in the exhibition, or in the actual duel, Bridger will take on Hayden Hunt. At 160, Trey Sidaway. And you remember Trey just a couple of years ago was probably closer to 220
Yeah,
pounds.
he has slimmed down a lot. He looks very good.
He slimmed down and he's gotten a lot faster, certainly helped him on the football field. And last year as a wrestler, this year as a wrestler. He'll wrestle Nolan Jensen. At 170, Colton Hislop and Colton Beasley. It's the battle of the Coltons at 170. And then up at 220, we'll have Wyatt Weston against Cody Gambling. Did I miss anybody?
That is it.
Now this is exciting. We're going to take one more quick break, and then we'll be back with that 106 pounds Mason Skibby and Caleb Smith. Rebel Wrestling is brought to you by J-Bar Auto and Excavation in Randolph.
One of the greatest things about living in Randolph, Utah is the friendly folks that live and operate business there. This is especially true at J-Bar Auto on Main Street in Randolph. Serving customers for years, J-Bar Auto provides high-quality service at a fair price, including vehicles large and small, tractors, and other types of equipment. J-Bar Auto also sells quality tires.
We appreciate all of our customers. Call us anytime. We're happy to help.
J-Bar Auto, 90 Main Street in Randolph, Utah. Stop in today.
If you or your friends are looking for a home or vacation home at beautiful Bear Lake, you don't have to wait any longer to live your dream. Bear Lake Realty has properties in every price range. Relax. Create memories for generations to come in your home or vacation home at one of the most beautiful lakes on earth. It all starts with a phone call. We will help you find the perfect home for you and your family. Call today, Gary McKee at Bear Lake Realty. 435-946-8888 or go to bearlakerealty.com.
Back at Ridge High School, the duel just underway, and it's Mason Skibby against Caleb Smith. Skibby, a freshman, Smith, a sophomore, and Smith gets the takedown. Tough to maybe tell these two apart if you haven't spent a lot of time in the wrestling gym watching these guys wrestle, but Smith is, again, a sophomore. He's got the mostly black with blue leggings, and Skibby, not too much different there. A lot of black.
It's really close.
Down low and the blue on top.
Right now, Bear Lake is on top. And working in a half, he's got him flipped over.
Skibby bridging hard, trying to get up. He's got his elbows back down behind him, and it may be tough to get the pin here for Smith, but a high bridge for Skibby, and there's the pin. Shows how much I know. 54 seconds into the match, Smith wins by fall. So that'll take us up to 113 pounds, where sophomore Corgan Conk will take on sophomore Kyle Skinner. And I've got Skinner coming into this at 5-6 this season. Conk ranked number 4 in Utah at 113 pounds as a sophomore.
And here we go. Both wrestlers are fighting, circle in the middle.
These two a little more easy to tell apart by their singlets. Conk in the more gray with just some blue, the kind of the blue-looking tears around the singlet. Rebels along the back. Bears. That's Kyle Skinner, a lot darker singlet. No score, 25 seconds into the first round. Conk, a lot of hand fighting. Neither one really ready to take a risk yet on a shot.
Yeah, I think we keep fighting for this cowboy, and Bear Lake is very good. Here's a shot.
That was a
right
quick,
now, good deep shot, and with a takedown for 2 on Rich.
Good quick shot by Conk, and he got so low, clear down on the ankle. Kept Skinner from being able to block that shot. Conk working hard, leading 2-0 with a minute gone by in the first round. Wraps an arm on the right side. What's he working on there, Clay?
I'm not real sure, but I think they're just both fighting for hand control right now. Both are going to make their move. Right now we got a crossbody ride from Conk. Looking for a guillotine scissors.
With that leg scissored, cross face, but just can't quite pull it in. Smith, or Skinner rather, defending it seems like pretty well. 24 seconds left in the first round. Conk on top 2-0 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard.
And Conk is working on a split right now. He wants the guillotine. It's just Skinner's not going to give it to him.
Time running down in the first round. There's a whistle.
Stall with 4 seconds left. He'll be in the referee's position. Skinner will be down.
Is that a stall warning on for Skinner?
Well, for both of them. More for Conk.
Okay, 4-3. Skinner tries a quick sit out, doesn't get there, and time expires at the end of one. Corgan Conk from Rich leads Kyle Skinner 2-0. In that first match at 106, Caleb Smith able to pin Mason Skibby 54 seconds into the match. Second round coming up.
Rich deferred to Skinner, and Skinner chooses down to start off the second round. Very quick move off his feet, start out the match. And brought back down hard.
Conk followed him to his feet and brings him back down. Working left side. Skinner just in tight, on his knees, defending. These two were already warned for a stalling earlier in the first round. And 30 seconds gone by, second round. Conk leading 2-0. He's on top, working on the left side, trying to pull Skinner back around, but
he's facing hard, and he's going to get up and with 1 point escape for Skinner.
So 2-1 is your score on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Second round at 113, our second match of the day in the duel. Had those 4 exhibition matches earlier. Conk face to face. I work around the circle. Conk got a takedown in the first round. He got a real nice low shot that was able to get Skinner's, I believe, his right ankle. and pull him down for the takedown. Leads 2-1.
Right now, both wrestlers still fighting for hand control. Skinner takes a shot. And this is where Rich likes to be, with a headlock in front and working on either cradle. Skinner's very good at defending.
Yeah, Conk tried to spin around to the right, and Skinner just got that left arm out there and stopped Conk's progression around as he shifted those hips over. And now they're both out of bounds with 29 seconds left in the second period.
All right, back in the middle, we'll be starting neutral.
Conk leading 2-1. He got the takedown. Skinner got the escape here in this second round. Head to head, and again, not a lot of neither one really wanting to take a risk. I think they're pretty evenly matched, and they both recognize that.
Yeah, and they don't want to first want to make a mistake. You can win by a couple points here at the end of this match.
Especially that I think they're both aware of the time left. Ooh, just about a fireman's takedown for Skinner, but Conk fights it off and rides it out to the end of the period. So just 1 point for Skinner in that second round. Round and period. Is that pretty interchangeable?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Correct me if I say anything wrong.
No, that's perfect.
Skinner got the escape, so Conk leads 2-1. Conk down in the referee's position to start the third round. He tries a quick sit out. Skinner trying to just suck him back in, but Conk then realizes I better belly out, and he does.
Yep, Skinner's working on a chicken wing right now. Conk's trying to get that out because that's a very bad place to be in. Bear Lake is good at that move.
Conk gets that left elbow posted out there and then is able to squeeze that right arm out of the chicken wing. Good escape. No points for it, but Skinner looking like he's riding pretty high. Conk tries to buck him off, but can't get him up over the top. 1:18 left in this match. Conk leads 2-1. Skinner. Crossface pulled Conk onto his back, but he was right on top of Skinner, so no points awarded for a near fall. 60 seconds left in the match. Conk riding, holding a 2-1 lead on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Conk tries to sit out again, can't get away. Skinner pulls him back, and Conk bellies out again. Conk trying to post that right leg out as Skinner tries to roll him up over the top. Working the cradle, but can't get the arm down. Cuts the arm out away from Conk, who just bellies out again. And Corrigan doing a nice job to ride this out. He's got 30 seconds to go. Leading by 1. Skinner looks to his bench. Coach Wilding says, gives him a couple directions to go with.
Trying to get some fast tilts right now to get some couple points with 17 seconds left of the match.
And Conk riding the line between stalling and being knocked down a point or giving a point to Skinner and just riding this one out to earn the 2-1 win. He's up on his knees with 5, 4, 3. Conk tries a spin around. He sits out and time expires just before something else happened. And Conk wins a close one, 2-1.
Both very well matched in that one. It's good to see those good matches.
Well, that was an exciting one. Corrigan Conk and Kyle Skinner, a couple of sophomores at 113. Next up at 120, senior Keegan Terry versus sophomore Ryan Tobler. And I hope I'm saying that right. Ryan Tobler from Bear Lake. Keegan Terry, the lighter blue singlet, and Tobler, the darker blue with some black in there as well. You can maybe, if you can see the back, Keegan Terry's got almost like a lightning strike, or a few of them going around down the singlet. And another distinguishing factor is Tobler's black shoes to Terry's white and black. Terry spun around out of bounds, 1:42 left in the first.
Yeah, Ryan, I was a coach a couple years ago, and Keegan was a freshman. He has come so far in this last little bit. It's been fun to watch him progress and to learn a lot more moves and hit the weights hard is what he's done.
And I'll tell you one thing about him is you talk to him at other points in the year. I'd see him at school. You know, I come out here every Monday and talk with different kids, and I see Keegan, and he's always so upbeat, and it's always, hey, Keegan, how you doing? Good. I can't wait till wrestling starts. He just lives for this.
He does. He loves it. He definitely does train hard in the off season for this. Both wrestlers now neutral position, trying to decide what's going to happen here. Oh, Keegan gets thrown down.
Wow, he spun right through
right
that.
out, yeah.
You talked about the weight room. That took some time in the weight room to spin through that.
Yeah, right now Keegan's working in this cowboy. The Rebels bread and butter.
No score. Keegan Terry, senior. Ryan Tobler, sophomore at 120 pounds. Tobler just about had a takedown, but Keegan Terry was able to just keep him rolling right through and get back to his feet. Now Tobler has a high leg grab. Gets Keegan up off the mat. Terry is taken down, just trying to belly out and scoot his way out of bounds. It's a 2-point takedown for Tobler. Terry able to belly out. He's up to his...
Tobler's working on the half right here. This new rule with the pinning out of bounds has definitely changed the game because you can't fight yourself out anymore.
Give me a little more details on that, and for folks that may not know.
Well, before, just last year, when you could get your back out of bounds, they couldn't pin you. You could just sit there all day. But right now, if the offensive player, the wrestler, is got his feet in, it's definitely changed it where he can pin you now out of bounds and get takedowns.
Does he have to have points of contact, like weighted toes or knees inbounds?
I think your knees have got to be in. Right now, Keegan's with a reversal. No, I don't know what they're calling.
Yeah, it looks like he had an escape or a reversal, but he was never able to fully get away from Tobler and then just about got pinned. But Keegan really slippery, just able to just roll through, slide away, and avoid even the near fall points. 3 seconds left in the first round. Keegan tries a quick sit out, can't quite get away, runs out of time. Tobler leads 2-0 at the end of 1. Terry saying he's got some blood or needs a quick spray from the inhaler. Boy, I admire these guys that deal with asthma and then they're wrestling, which is probably the most demanding.
It is
physically conditioned, isn't it?
It is
Clay?
for 6 minutes. It's just as hard as your whole body can go.
It's every muscle, every bit of your body's working at 100% to just compete. Skinner, or Tobler rather, able to get up. There's quick reversal, a technical violation though on a locked hands. One point for Terry.
And we got some blood timeout going here.
So a blood timeout. We'll take a quick timeout as well as Terry trails 4-1. There was the reversal, but also the technical violation of 1 point. Our wrestling here on KADQ, the Wildlife, and MyLocalRadio.com is brought to you by J-Bar Auto and Excavation in Randolph.
Whenever you need dirt work, always think of J-Bar Excavation first. The professionals at J-Bar Excavation have all the right equipment and the experience to provide quality work that fits your schedule and your budget. Serving customers for years, the team at J-Bar Excavation understands the area and will work with you to create exactly what you're looking for. Stop in today. J-Bar Excavation, 90 Main Street in Randolph, Utah.
Back at Rich High School for our duel this afternoon. Rich hosting Bear Lake. So far in the exhibition, the Rebels earned 3 pins out of 4 matches. At 106, Caleb Smith pinned the Rebels' Mason Skibby. In the first round, Corgan Conk held out a 2-1 win over Kyle Skinner. That was probably a long, hard match. Corgan trying to recover now. Both wrestlers were very evenly matched, and Conk, it was one of those that you said it late in the match. Any mistake is going to cost you the match, and both of them held on. Conk for the win, 2-1. Here in this at 120 pounds, Ryan Tobler, a sophomore, leads senior Keegan Terry 2-0. Tobler will wrestle another exhibition match against Trey Sitaway a little bit later on. Tobler on top in the wrestler's position, and we saw they corrected the technical violation was against the Rebels.
Yes.
So 5-0 Tobler leads. He just about got Terry pinned back as Keegan came out down in the referee's position to start the second round, tried a quick sit out, couldn't quite get away. Tobler riding hard on the right side of Terry.
That can definitely screw you up where you're left, if you're right-handed and always had that, and it's opposite for you, it definitely can mess you up.
Terry got back to his feet. Tobler pulled him back down pretty hard. And looked like Terry hit on his chin. He had to fix that chin strap for a second. Tries to sit out again and runs out of real estate. A little more space, and Keegan, I think, might have gotten out of there. Another injury timeout. Looks like Tobler has bled through the, what do they put up there, Clay?
Well,
cotton.
Cotton, yes.
Anything that'll
slow it down. They just stuff them in there until it stops.
You see here in front of us the coach helping Tobler out. That's Michael Wilding. It was interesting to talk with him. He's one of the assistant coaches for Bear Lake, but a guy who wrestled at Western Wyoming, and it was an All-American. Lighter weight, obviously. He's not a big guy, but boy, he's stayed in shape. And 7th place nationally as a wrestler for Western Wyoming. And now in Bear Lake, a great asset for the wrestling community there.
Yes, that is. Spend a lot of time on the mat, and I'm sure he spends a lot of time on the mat with the kids in practice, and that helps a ton.
You've coached helped coach some of the last few years, haven't you?
Yeah. I didn't the last 2 years, but due to work. But it was so fun being with the kids, getting down and beating them up a little bit. And most of the time they'd beat me up. But all right, here we go with Keegan. He gets working on he's out in front. No points yet.
They're head-to-head. He's just got to get that head released. Looks like he did, but he can't get the arms out. And, boy, Tobler, real strong upper body. He's controlled Terry for the most part, at least has not allowed Terry to get away. Now Terry does, earns an escape point, trails 5-1. Keegan just kept with it, worked, and finally got away. 30 seconds left in the second. Terry backs off a bit. We'll take a quick breath. Hands on his knees. He looks a little tired.
Ref's checking him for blood more, but so far it's good.
Tobler's had a couple of injury timeouts or blood timeouts just through the left nostril. Doesn't want to stop flowing.
10 seconds left in the second.
A wrap up, Keegan.
Bounds.
Good use of the circle there by Terry.
Yes.
He saw that Tobler had a good move, and he just made his way out of the line.
And we got another blood time.
9 seconds left in the second. Tobler leading 5-1. Another quick blood timeout. Looked like was it the gauze or the cotton, whatever it was, just fell out of Tobler's nose, and I'll stuff another one back up in there. Terry over talking with Coach Cooper Cornea. Now, is he about, you guys about the same age?
He was like 3 or 4 years younger than me.
He's younger.
He's a freshman when I was a senior.
Okay. So you didn't get to beat him up in the room at all?
He played basketball actually, but he wrestled on the side, and he was a very good wrestler. He could have done. He's an athlete. He can do whatever he wants and do well at it.
Our next match, this is at 120. Next one is 126. Randy Trujillo against Ammon Holmquist. Second round. We've had a few blood timeouts. Ryan Tobler leads Keegan Terry 5-1. They start with 8 seconds left in the second round in the neutral position. Keegan Terry just got an escape moments ago, and both they ride this one out to the end of the second period. It's 5-1. Terry has the choice in this third round, and he'll choose, I believe he said, up in the referee's position.
Yep.
2 minutes left in the match. Terry comes up on the left side, reaches in. Tobler quickly to his feet, but Terry breaks him back down. An illegal hold, locking hands for Terry, so that'll be another point against him. Another technical violation will give Tobler 1 more point, and he leads 6-1. Is that a situation of just locking your hands too quickly?
Yeah, you can't. If your knees are down, you cannot touch hands. It gives you too much of advantage, I guess.
And Terry's been whistled for that twice. He knows he's met a tough match.
All right, right. There was a potentially dangerous. Can't have your leg in and stand up. They stop it automatic every time.
Potentially dangerous hold. They reset it, and Keegan in from the left side again, up in the referee's position with 1:46 left to go. Tobler leads 6-1, up to his feet, tries a quick roll and can't get away.
Right now they're right on the out-of-bounds line. You can use that to your advantage a lot.
Now, is it what then dignifies or qualifies as out of bounds? If each wrestler has at least one,
like half your body has to be out.
1:34 left as they stop it again. Tobler to his feet quickly. Boy, he's got a quick first step.
That's very good.
He's up. He's trying to work and get away. Keegan Terry brings him back down to the mat. Terry trails 6-1 with 1:20 to go. Third round. Terry cross-face from the right side. That was a strong move. It's a right leg out. Tobler grabs an arm or grabs a leg, wraps around again. Terry trying to work in a cradle. Just not quite long enough arms as Tobler keeps that left leg too far out. He's up to his feet now. Terry may be in some trouble. They're out of bounds. An escape. Just in time for Tobler.
1 minute left of the third round. Both the referees' position.
7-1. Tobler with that escape point.
Keegan's definitely got to do something crazy here if he wants to do it. And he might pull it off.
Boy, he gets a good, quick head and arm. Just throws Tobler to the ground. He'll get a takedown and maybe near fall points. I don't know if he got him close enough down for any near fall points yet. Terry working hard.
He's got the near fall right now, and all he's got to do is just settle down.
He's got those hips up, getting on his toes, working around. Tobler continues to work around, tries to go back, bridging, squirming. Keegan Terry gets the pin and wins.
Keegan Terry with that win. That was an impressive throw right at the last.
17 seconds left in the third period, and Keegan Terry, the senior, wins by fall. Wow. You said he had to come up with something big.
He did. That was cool.
That was exciting. He gets a big hug from Coach Larson over here on the sideline. And sometimes you'll see guys go for that, and it's a risk you have to take.
Yes.
Sometimes it backfires, but Keegan just got a good hold and held it onto it.
That's a move we definitely practice a lot, and he perfected it right there. He'd done it good.
126 sophomores, Randy Trujillo of Rich, Ammon Holmquist of Bear Lake. Holmquist, again, the black, darker uniform or singlet, and Trujillo, the white lines down the side, lighter blue. Rebels on the back of the singlet. There's the distinguishing features for each of these wrestlers. Trujillo and Holmquist. No score. 25 seconds gone as they're both still on their feet. Neither's really taken any kind of a shot or a risk yet. They back off. Holmquist shoots in. Trujillo blocks it. Randy went to the sports down under this year, or this past summer in Australia.
And ball out of bounds.
Holmquist had a couple of legs out there, but Trujillo really sprawling out. He's grown a few inches taller, I believe.
I think he has. Both brothers just circle in the middle right now, trying to decide what to do.
There's a lot of this early in a match like this, the first minute gone by, neither's really taking a big shot, just trying to feel each other out, see if you can gain any kind of advantage.
Yeah, definitely. You see what you can do and what they want to do and what their strengths are if you haven't seen them, and see if you can shoot on them. Some guys you just can't shoot on, but
Trujillo reaches in, gets a hold of the leg of Holmquist, and just about, but he couldn't transition that into any points or takedown.
Holmquist working hard right there, trying to get a leg. Randy keeps defending, very good.
Holmquist was down, he spun around, and Trujillo held him long enough to get the takedown. Trujillo got a double arm bar, but he just can't pull Holmquist back onto his back for the near fall points. Face to face, Trujillo spins around, again gets a good hold of Holmquist's right leg from underneath, pulling that knee up toward Holmquist's face. There's probably a name for what he's doing here.
Oh, it's a cradle. He's working on a cradle.
Wow.
Here.
And time runs out in the first period. Trujillo leads 2-0. And would that be like a reverse cradle where he's coming in from?
Well, he's wanting the cowboy, but he's working on the cradle. And Randy rides on the right side. Holmquist quick out. Nice switch.
Ooh.
Very strong right there. Holmquist with the legs, he's in, got Randy broke down to the mat.
Trujillo trying to work up, but Holmquist riding hard. Left to right, using his legs. 1:35 left, second round. We're tied at 2 at 1:26. Couple of sophomores, Randy Trujillo, Ammon Holmquist. Trujillo down, Holmquist rides hard. He got the quick reversal to start this second round. Jumps to the left side. Trujillo back up to his knees. Holmquist trying to find something. Trujillo tries to sit out, can't get away. Crossface for Holmquist.
He's doing a parallel ride, both legs, and they look so high, but they're definitely way in control when they're in this position for Holmquist.
What's the key to not overextend himself, to riding too high and having the like Trujillo slip out the back door?
Well, he's slamming his head in the mat pretty good, and that's definitely key, but keeping his legs locked, and you got to be pretty tall to do that move, and he's very, very good at it. He's practiced it a lot, and he's very effective.
30 seconds left in the second period.
Randy just got to reach up for her head here. Holmquist still got good control with the parallel ride.
And they go out of bounds. 22 seconds left in the second period. Tied at 2. A couple of sophomores at, again, 1:26. Rebels so far won by fall at 1:20. Keegan Terry. 1-2-1 Corrigan Conk at 1:13. And a loss by fall at 1:06. 15 seconds left, second round. Trujillo trying to work back up to his base. Holmquist from the left side may have something. Trujillo doing everything he can to keep those shoulders parallel and avoid near fall points, and he does as time runs out. We're tied at 2. Holmquist, boy, he takes a minute to get up off the mat. He's winded.
He's tired, yeah, definitely. Both of them are fighting real hard defensive. Holmquist chooses down right now to start the third. And that's way good right now, because if he can get out and be up by 2, that's all it takes to win.
That worked well for him in the second round. He got a quick reversal. Trujillo on the left side, trying to stack him up over the top. That's got to be a tough task with Holmquist as long and tall as he is.
Yeah, strong. Randy's trying to get hand control. Both fighting for it.
Holmquist, or Randy Trujillo and Ammon Holmquist tied at 2 with 1:35 left to go. Third round. Trujillo still battling from the left side. He's up in the referee's position. Holmquist tries to sit out, and what will Trujillo do here? Holmquist got a quick reversal in the second round to tie it at 2. Trujillo still working. And here his teammates on the bench shouting to him what they think he should do. Coach Larson doing the same as Trujillo continues to work. Ride hard. We're tied at 2. Tries to suck him back, roll him over, but no. Under a minute to go. Holmquist back up to his base. Trujillo gets a leg, but cannot get around. Now Holmquist working out, and Trujillo, is he in some trouble?
He is in some big trouble right now. Both no control yet changed.
Holmquist gets Trujillo's leg sucked up under, and that may be trouble for Randy. He's got to hold on. We've got 31 seconds to go. Holmquist working up the body. Trujillo holding tight.
He has got points there.
And there's a reversal.
Randy has got to fight. Oh, we got back points coming. Randy's got to do something right now.
Near fall points, at least 3. So the reversal plus the near fall. Holmquist in control with 10 seconds left in the match. Trujillo in trouble, just about pinned. Bears calling for the pin. The official on his face, looking down there. Trujillo bridging, and time runs out just before the fall. Holmquist will win. Gets the reversal plus the 3 near fall points. That's 5 points in the third, and wins 7-2. Boy, a good match, and it'd be fun to see these guys wrestle again. I felt like they're evenly matched.
Very even. Both Trujillo. A good match.
You can see the disappointment on Trujillo's face. Those two meet, a quick hug, as they know they just had a great match out on the mat. That was at 126, brings us to 132 pounds. Rebels Austin Peterson, sophomore, against the Bears junior, John Holmquist. Ammon Holmquist, we just saw, he was a sophomore. John Holmquist, a junior. Big brother, maybe?
I don't know, but it sounds kind of like it.
They look pretty similar. You look at their hair, they're almost like twins. John, quick, shoots in on Peterson, not down low, but just real aggressive right off the bat. Austin Peterson in the white and blue singlet. Holmquist in the dark blue and black, and he's got a deep double leg shot. Working up the body, and Peterson will have to belly out. Two-point takedown for Holmquist. Oh, he's working into a cradle. It looks like he's got it. He'll pull Peterson back onto his shoulders. Peterson squirming, kicking, and he's done. A quick, deep, strong cradle from Holmquist, and he wins.
I think this is Peterson's first year, if I believe. He's really young to wrestling.
And I missed the time. They reset that clock so quickly. It was about 25 seconds in?
Yeah, 30 seconds in.
30 seconds in.
Austin won last week and looked very good.
Boy, that John Holmquist, though, he looked tough.
He was,
Didn't see much of him, but that was impressive. At 138 pounds, senior Daniel Gifford of Rich, senior Chet Beard of Bear Lake. And this is a couple of guys with some high expectations. A Rebel captain, a returning placer at state is Chet Beard from Bear Lake, I believe.
Yes. This should be a very good match, both.
I don't know how accurate this is, but on Watch Wrestling or WrestlingWatchers.com, I can't remember what the website exactly was, but they have Beard listed at 10-1 for a record this year, so he's been very good.
What is Gifford at? 11-6.
11-6.
Definitely got some matches in. Should be a pretty even match. Both wrestlers just circling around, trying to decide what to do here, fighting for hand control. Gifford shoots in.
Gifford in the gray and blue. Beard in the black and blue. Gifford shoots in and got stumbled up a little bit. Good block by Beard. Takedown for the Bear. 60 seconds into the match. It's 2-0. Chet Beard up on Daniel Gifford. If you watched any Rebel football this year, Daniel Gifford, and he's wrestling at 138. He probably had a few more pounds on him during the football season.
Yeah.
But even so, a 150-pound nose tackle was, you can never question Gifford's toughness.
Yeah, he's very tough. He's improved so much in the last couple years, and he's got a lot of heart, and that's what makes Daniel good.
He's on the bottom, trailing 2-0 with 30 seconds left in the second round. Trying to work up to his base, and looks like Beard has working a chicken wing.
And Gifford is in trouble. Well, he got out of bounds.
Two near fall, 2 back points for Chet Beard. He leads 4-0 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Back to center circle, and Gifford will be down in the referee's position for the final 17 seconds of round 1.
Now we have a blood time. Got some blood on Gifford.
Let's take this opportunity to take a quick break. Rebel Wrestling on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com is brought to you by J-Bar Auto and Excavation.
The best family vacations create lifelong memories. Schedule a family whitewater rafting trip today. Packages include your hotel room, transportation, whitewater rafting, and lunch in a native teepee. The Wind River Canyon is located on the Wind River Indian Reservation in Riverton, Wyoming, and is home to the Northern Arapaho and Eastern Shoshone tribes. Come and enjoy the waves, the breathtaking views of the oldest canyons in Wyoming. Call today the Wind River Hotel and Casino, where families play, stay, win. 866-657-1604.
No matter what you need to have printed, Westar Printing is the place you want to have it done. Calendars, letterhead, envelopes, brochures, books, posters, vinyl banners, business forms, announcements, wedding invitations, and business cards are just a few examples. You can also have your favorite family photos printed on canvas or placed into a personalized family photo calendar. You will want to do business with Westar Printing. Stop in today. Westar Printing, 243 7th Street in Evanston.
Blood issue figured out, and Gifford back again down in the referee's position, trailing 4-0. A takedown and 2 near fall points for Chet Beard. Both guys seniors, Gifford and Beard. 6-5. Gifford trying to ride this one out, not allow any more points as Beard tries to suck him back with 2-1, and time expires in the first. Beard leads 4-0. Beard gets the choice. And did he choose down in the referee's position?
Yes.
Gifford from the left side. Generally, would a right-handed guy go in from the left side?
That's usually, yep, how it is. But we definitely practice both ways in practice, so you can do both. Be good at it.
Beard to his feet, try to be ambidextrous.
Yes.
Beard to his feet. That you can start to really see as you get up to the 132, 138. There's just more muscle from these guys.
Oh, a lot more. It's like at state, man. These guys are just ripped out of their minds and so tough, and these both look good wrestlers.
Beard able to get around face to face, but Gifford still in control. Beard trying to get those arms off, and boy, he's close. Gets one arm, no, but Gifford wraps it back in. They're still head to head, face to face. Gifford holding on, Beard to his feet and shoots in, gets a quick fireman's takedown. A reversal, and Gifford able to belly out, not quite. One arm back, and Beard has Gifford in some trouble. Daniel spins around and gets out on his feet, but he's not loose yet. Does not get the take or get the escape. Thrown to the mat, and I think we may have some more blood. Beard, boy, he's quick.
He's very quick. He's on top of it. He's spent a lot of time on the mat and knows exactly what he wants.
Another blood timeout, and this is some blood coming off the forehead. I don't know if Gifford got scratched or what it was. We'll take another quick timeout. Wrestling on the Wildlife and MyLocalRadio.com is brought to you by J-Bar Auto and Excavation.
When it comes to quality, Ellingford Brothers in Evanston always delivers year-round. Whether you are looking for cement, gravel, road base, cement watering troughs, culverts, sand, steel fabrication services, steel products, accessories for your vehicles, trailer hitches, or snow removal for your company or organization, Ellingford Brothers is the name to remember. Quality services and fair prices. 3 things you'll always find at Ellingford Brothers. Call us today at 307-789-1515.
They got that blood taken care of pretty quick. 50 seconds left, second period, and Chet Beard of Bear Lake leading Daniel Gifford 6-0 in the second round. Both of these guys seniors at 138 pounds. Gifford trying to get away, and Beard.
Very good hips. Beard is, wow, both these guys are strong.
Gifford able to roll through and avoid near fall points. Beard, it seems like he knows just about every trick in the books. He's got a lot of different moves and holds, and Gifford able to battle through it. And you get that from seniors, a lot more knowledge of the holds and grips and fundamentals.
Yeah, Gifford here is in trouble. He's getting half Nelson thrown on him.
He's trying to keep those shoulders off the mat, has to bridge, spins to his right, but Beard's so strong.
Settles back.
2-1, can Gifford avoid the fall? He does for the moment, but 3 more near fall points.
9-0 for Beard.
Chet Beard, again, he came into this match 10-1 this season. A senior, he placed at state last year in Idaho 2A wrestling. Daniel Gifford, in his senior year, a captain for the Rebel Wrestlers with 2 minutes left to go. This is the third round, 9-0, Beard on top.
And once again, we're in a scenario where Gifford's got to definitely do something crazy and something he's not done very much.
Earlier in this duel, Keegan Terry at 120 pounds was trailing 5-1, went desperate, and it paid off. He got a head and arm and pinned his opponent. This time Gifford gets put on his back. He spins through, and he's in some trouble. A takedown plus maybe some near fall points coming.
I don't know what's going on here. They're going to be calling the stall here in just a second, I think.
Gifford posts the right leg out, keeps. He's got those shoulders vertical or less, and now Beard just squirts out and comes around the back to reset his control. 1 minute left to go. 11-0, Beard with the lead. He's working on a cradle, and I think he's got it in.
It's tight. Lower knees in. He's stretching him out.
Boy, the strength of Beard to just lift Gifford up off the mat. He's got that left leg in Gifford's back to try and get those shoulders down. He digs it in deeper. Gifford kicking with 39 seconds left in the round. He's in some trouble. Beard got that cradle locked in. Gifford able to work out of it and get Beard's grip released, but 3 more near fall points for Beard.
1 more and it'll be a tech. Definitely Gifford's got to do something crazy right here.
All or nothing, right?
Yeah, Beard's pretty controlling right now, and it is over.
Boy, a tight grip around the waist, stacks Gifford up over the top, but no. Well, 2 more near fall points, and that does it. Beard will win by tech fall 16-0. 7 points in this final tech fall with about 10 seconds left.
Yes. Beard, he'll do very good at state this year. He looks strong.
Strong, a lot of different moves to go with, and quick as well. At 145 now, we move to 145 pounds. Jaden Rao, a freshman, against Dalton Moss of Bear Lake, and Moss. Oh, a sophomore. Clay just stands up, puts his coat on. Where are you going?
I'm freezing.
Underway, and Rao head-to-head. He was down on his knees, but Moss couldn't get any takedown points. Looks like he's in control, but not fully yet. Left leg posted out for Rao, and now sucked back down. Should be. The official still has not awarded any points, but now he does give 2 takedown points, and Moss has Rao on his back, earning some near fall points. Rao bridging, squirming, trying to work his way out of bounds, and he can't quite get there.
It's just getting tied on him.
His feet are out of the circle, but Moss earns the fall, earns the pin. 43 seconds in.
That's a very quick match. He got that in there quick, and it was over.
Rebels started off pretty well. Lost the first match, 1-2, but then the Bears have won the last 4, 3 of those by fall. And we move up to 152 pounds, where Bridger Weston will take on Hayden Hunt. Bridger Weston lost 13-3 in an exhibition match earlier today against the sophomore Kason Culver. Hayden Hunt, a junior for Bear Lake. Weston in the gray, the silver singlet, and Hunt in the dark, again black with some blue and a little bit of gray on there as well. Weston, round and around they go as we're just underway at 152 pounds. Deep single leg for Hunt. He gets Weston. Bridger sprawling, really pushing out, and gets free. Good move by Weston to avoid the takedown. .25 seconds gone by in the first round.
Both wrestle circling still, deciding what to do. I know Bridger's looking for a head, which he's stuffing down and trying for.
He's trying for it. I'm sure Hunt watched intently when Weston wrestled Culver earlier to try to catch on to any of Weston's tendencies.
Yeah, definitely. He would be watching.
Weston tries to shoot in, misfires with that right arm, pops back out, no damage done, no score with 60 seconds gone by in the first round. Deep shot by Hayden Hunt. He gets Weston down, a 2-point takedown. Weston trying to spin out and belly out and gets his arm free, but not both of them. A double arm bar for Hunt, and he's going to earn some near fall points. Weston, his hips vertical, now spins the other way, trying to squirm back, and he bellies out.
Got out.
But 2 takedown plus 3 near fall, and Hunt leads 5-0 with 30 seconds left to go in the first. On the Stacy's Repair scoreboard. If you're watching online at mylocalradio.com, you can see that on your monitor all the time.
Hunt's working in this half right now. He's bringing his legs around. Bridger's fighting hard.
Weston trying to belly back out, but that right arm at Hunt really just pulls it back, lets go, and Bridger able to squirm free. 3 more near fall points for Hunt, who leads 8-0. Now Hunt works quickly back to the other side, gets a double arm bar, and has Weston in some trouble. 3 more near fall points maybe as time expires in the first. Hunt leads 11-0. Lots of points earned for Hayden Hunt. Weston has the choice here for round number 2. And he'll choose up in the referee's position. Next match at 160 pounds will be Trace Sidaway and Nolan Jensen. Underway. Quickly to his feet, Hayden Hunt. No escape point yet, but now he's out, and there's the point, 12-0. Hunt with the lead. 10 seconds into round 2. Head-to-head, working around. Hunt shoots in again. He gets a good hold, and Weston tries to roll through. He does get Hunt rolled through, back onto his knees. Weston to his feet, but Hunt around behind, wraps him up, brings him down. Good little leg trip, and Hunt leads 14-0.
Yeah, Bridger, he's definitely young, and it's hard to wrestle a guy that's really good at getting some points, because this is what happens.
He's got an arm barred back. Weston will lose this one. It's by technical fall, and if he can avoid the pin, he's really working hard. Hips are vertical, but shoulders near the mat. Hunt trying to suck Weston back down for the pin, as we're down under a minute left in the second round. Hunt, once these 3 near fall points are awarded. Oh, and there's the pin with 49 seconds left in the second.
Very good fought match between these two. Definitely Bear Lake stronger at this weight.
These middle weights have belonged to Bear Lake. The Rebels won 2 of the first 3, but since then it's been 5 wins in a row for Bear Lake, and 4 of those by fall. Trace Sidaway at 160 pounds, a senior taking on Nolan Jensen, a junior. Jensen comes into this duel at 7-5. Trace Sidaway at 9-5 this season. Sidaway in the gray, the silver singlet, and once again Jensen in the darker, it's almost like a navy blue, but I'm sure it's just a combination of black and royal blue that looks navy.
Both these wrestlers will probably be going through for a throw, getting a little bit up there in weight.
Again, Sidaway really has, just a couple of years ago, I don't know what the politically correct wording would be. He weighed quite a bit more, and he really has trimmed down and lost weight, gotten himself down to a real good wrestling weight at 160. He shoots in. He's got a good hold of Jensen's left leg. Now gets to his feet, works up, can't get the takedown, and Jensen does get the takedown.
Trey's trying to get some control back, and Bear Lake's got an arm bar.
Sidaway. Boy, you can see just the stress on that right that right shoulder as Sidaway works, bridges. Jensen has a left arm barred clear across Sidaway's body. Trey with his hips vertical, trying to keep shoulders off the mat. Arm pulled back, 40 seconds to try and ride this out or get an escape. Jensen pulling back on Sidaway, earns the win by fall. 127 into the match, first round. And we move on to 170 pounds, where Colton Hislop will take on Colton Beasley. That's 6 wins in a row for Bear Lake?
This will be a good match. Colton is very good, very strong. Both Coltons, I guess.
Yeah.
they both look pretty equal.
We saw Colton Hislop win over Ryan Hunt in the second round. Hislop earned the pin. That was against sophomore Ryan Hunt. This one is against senior Colton Beasley. So Hislop will have to be on top of his game against an experienced wrestler. Hislop again in the silver singlet. Rebels on the back, straight down the back, and a quick
Colton with an over and under. Beautiful. Oh, they're both fighting here.
Boy, quick reversal points. Hislop got the takedown reversal for the other Colton Beasley, then the reversal for Hislop. He's got Beasley in trouble, earning some near fall points. You hear the crowd come alive.
Colton just settle in right there. He'll be pinned, but we're going to fight back out. Both fought very good right there.
Boy, The takedown, the reversal, a second reversal, and 3 near fall points, and Hislop leads 7-2.
And the crowd's into it right now.
1:16 left second, or in the first round rather. We've already had 9 points scored, 2 reversals, and here's another reversal. No, Colton Hislop fights through it and gets Beasley on his back. Some more near fall points for Hislop. Trying to get that arm back out. Beasley able to squirm free and belly out. 3 more near falls for Hislop. And boy, to somebody inexperienced, you might have awarded a quick reversal, but this referee knew what he was doing.
Yeah, he let him wrestle it out there quick. It was good.
40 seconds left in the first. Hislop leads 10-2 over Beasley.
Colton likes the legs. He's going to try parallel and get him both wrestlers out of bounds.
And Beasley maybe saw he was in a little bit of trouble, just lunged forward to get out. This is a senior from Bear Lake against a sophomore from Rich. And the Rebel leads 10-2. Beasley tries to sit out.
Oh, Colton
Hislop
might be in trouble here.
He's
a little way high.
Yeah, riding high, and Beasley tries to go out the back door, but Hislop, boy, the strength, he just says, no, I don't think so.
Yeah, he's very strong. He's unreal strong.
That's not happening. 14 seconds left in the first round. Beasley, again, coming high. Hislop riding a little too high. No reversal yet. Down to 6-5, and Hislop with a good hold of Beasley's leg. The official started to say reversal, now does say reversal as time runs out. Beasley scores 2 late points in the end of the first. And it's 10-4, Hislop on top. Despite the score, you get the feeling that at any point either one of these guys could pin the other.
Yeah, the first mistake, and it was almost a mistake right in the first, but they both fought hard.
Hislop will be down in the referee's position to start this second period. And Beasley comes in from the left, gets an arm bar. Hislop has to roll through. Maybe some near fall points. Hislop may have just made that fatal mistake as he got that arm locked, and Beasley wins by pin.
Yeah, it comes down to a mistake. All right, here we are. Wyatt and Cody at 220.
So Wyatt Weston, a senior, Cody Gambling, a senior. Final match of the duel. We'll have 3 more exhibition matches after this one, so we'll stay tuned and cover those. Don't go anywhere on Rebel Wrestling, brought to you by J-Bar Auto and Excavation. At 220 pounds, I know Wyatt Weston's working to get down to 195 by state tournament time. Well, and you can see just the size from 170 to 220. These boys look big.
Yeah, they do look big. I wrestled with Wyatt when he's always pretty much been this weight since I've wrestled him, and he is tough.
He comes in ranked number 1 in the state at 195 in 1A.
Good duck under by Wyatt. Just got to get him drove to the mat.
I've got Gambling at 7-5 this season. Weston picks him up off the mat. The crowd fires up, and Weston brings him down 2 points.
Wyatt's wanting this Owens. He's going to throw it. Not yet, though. He's got that deep half. He's got him.
Oh, stacks him up. Near fall points coming. Gambling in trouble. Weston a strong hold, and he earns the pin. 57 seconds in. Wyatt Weston ends the duel with a Rebel victory.
And the Rebels needed that one. We kind of went on a drought there, but Wyatt finishes strong.
Rebels won 2 of the first 3, but then the Bears went on a streak of 6 or 7 wins in a row before Weston's win by fall to wrap up the matches of the duel. So Rick Larson said 4 more. I've only got 3 more. We'll have to give a good listen. It'll be at 106. Mason Skibby and Wyatt Lloyd at 120, Keller Sidaway and Ryan Tobler. Also at 120, Kyler Jackson and Ammon Holmquist. 3 more matches. I'm glad we didn't miss one.
Yep.
As we get ready for these exhibition matches, we'll take a real quick break on Rebel Wrestling, brought to you by J-Bar Auto and Excavation. We'll be right back.
We sell fun. Come see and feel the fun when you shop at Cash Honda Yamaha in Cache Valley. You and your family will have fun year-round, in the water with personal watercraft, in nature driving your side-by-side or riding your four-wheeler, or in the mountains on your snow machine. It's always fun at Cache Honda Yamaha, no matter what the season is. Our showroom is full of inventory to choose from. Start having more fun today. Visit Cache Honda Yamaha between Logan and Smithfield on Highway 91. We sell fun.
Mason Skibby and Wyatt Lloyd at 106. A couple of freshmen in exhibition match wrestling. Skibby on his back in some trouble. Able to just muscle through, belly out. 5 points early for Wyatt Lloyd of Bear Lake. And Stacy's Repair scoreboard. Get that back up there for you if you're watching online at mylocalradio.com. Again, these final 3 matches are exhibition, and as we go through these exhibition matches, we'll give you the recap of what happened during the duel. Skibby trailing 5-0, a minute 13 left in the first round. He wrestled the first match at 106 of the duel and was pinned by Caleb Smith midway through the first round. So Smith won that one for Bear Lake. Skibby in a little bit of trouble, trying to belly back out. A few more near fall points will come, and boy, just a chest-to-chest stronghold by Wyatt Lloyd. Skibby bellies out though and gets back onto his base. 3 more near fall points. Lloyd leads 8-0. Skibby, just a freshman for the Rebels. And he's wrestling at 106. His actual weight closer to like 85 pounds, I think, soaking
he's
wet.
Very big.
Of course, Lloyd's not much bigger. Wyatt Lloyd looks about the same size. Got a little bit of blood. And so we'll take a quick injury timeout. We'll be back again. This is a couple more exhibition matches. Actually, you know what, Clay, let's just keep it right here and recap that duel. That first match, again, at 106, Caleb Smith from Bear Lake beat Mason Skibby by fall. Corgan Conk came back, and that was maybe well, not maybe, that was the closest match of the day.
Yeah, definitely.
Conk got a takedown in the first. Skinner got an escape in the second. That was all the points, and Conk held on 2-1 for the win. At 120, Keegan Terry was down 5-1. Tell us about that one, Clay.
Keegan, he was going to get whooped on there for a few minutes, and Keegan finally, he threw a Cherokee is what we call it, and he pinned him. Had to do something crazy, and that's what Coach always says, you got to do it, and it worked for him.
And Keegan went all in on it, and it worked for him. He was able to pin his man, Ryan Tobler, with just 17 seconds left in the match. 20 seconds left in this first round, and Skibby in a little bit of trouble. Lloyd got a cross face, sucks him back, but Skibby has that left arm wrapped around Lloyd, so it's going to be tough to get the pin. Some near fall points will come, and Lloyd leads 11-0 on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard at the end of one. Moving on, during that duel at 126, Randy Trujillo faced Ammon Holmquist, and that was another close one, not quite as close as Conk and Skinner, but Trujillo led early. Holmquist got some points late and won 7-2. At 132, Austin Peterson, a quick match against John Holmquist. You remember that one?
Yeah, that was a quick match. Austin's definitely new to wrestling world, but he's looking pretty good.
Skibby is up in the referee's position to start the second period. We'll get back to our recap here in just a moment or two. This is another exhibition match. Again, Mason Skibby, Wyatt Lloyd, 2 freshmen. Lloyd with the reversal, and Wyatt is back on top. 2 more points, leads 13-0 over Skibby. Wyatt riding on the left side, working hard. Minute 23 left to go.
Getting that half in there, he's sinking it deep. Skibby's not going to give it to him easy.
Yeah, he extends that right arm out to try and keep it free from Lloyd. Wyatt tries to pull it back in, gets it back in front of the body, but now works around.
Right side and working the half again. That's just a good go-to move.
2 more near fall points, and that will end it. Wyatt Lloyd will win by tech fall with, I believe it was 55 seconds left.
I didn't see, yeah.
Going back to our recap of the matches, Daniel Gifford at 138 pounds took on Chet Beard. A couple of seniors, and that was a good close match for the first round. Beard earned some points in the second round and then earned enough in the third to win by tech fall. At 145, another quick match. Dalton Moss, Jaden Rao, a sophomore versus a freshman, and Moss with the pin in the first round. Then at 152.
So at 152, we had Bridger Weston and Hayden Hunt, and Bridger lost that one to a fall.
Hunt scored a lot of points in that first round and then was able to pin Weston in the second. We've moved on to 120 pounds. This is Keller Sidaway. If you're watching online at mylocalradio.com, Sidaway, a freshman against sophomore Ryan Tobler. We saw Ryan wrestle earlier against Keegan Terry and had Keegan down 5-1 before Keegan threw just a nice head and arm and was able to earn the win by fall.
Yeah, and this is Trade's little brother, I believe.
And Keller in the silver singlet, Tobler in the black and royal blue. No score. 40 seconds into the match. First round. Again, these last few matches, exhibition matches. Just now these count for a guy's record during the season.
Definitely count for your record.
They don't count for the points in the duel, but the point is to get out on the mat, get some work, get some extra conditioning, and some experience.
Yeah, and these younger kids, they need that for sure. Keller, he comes from a wrestling family. His dad he's a wrestling coach for the junior high, and he actually taught me.
Oh, really?
In junior high, so definitely his dad was a very good wrestler. And
Keller shot in looking for a double leg takedown, couldn't quite hold on to it. Good sprawl by Ryan Tobler. They worked their way out of bounds. No points still yet awarded. No score on the Stacy's Repair scoreboard with under 40 seconds left in the first round.
Both wrestlers just circling, seeing what the other one's going to do, trying to set up a shot.
Down to 25 seconds left in the first. Sidaway pulls Tobler's head down and trying to work around.
Working that cowboy in.
Cowboy, two arms underneath, now spins around behind, but Tobler
keeps control there.
Grabbed a hold of Sidaway's left leg and just holds on tight.
3
Sidaway
seconds.
Working back, but will not gain control. No takedown, no points at the end of one. So we covered Bridger Weston's loss against Hayden Hunt. At 160, Trey Sidaway and Nolan Jensen looked like it was even early on, but then Jensen pulled off a sudden
Trey and move, and it was over.
And with just 33 seconds left in the first, Jensen earned the win by fall. Sidaway working around behind.
Got 2 points.
And gets the reversal.
A reversal, yeah.
Oh, no, he did not. I think Sidaway started on top. It looked like a reversal, but Tobler never had control. And so no points awarded still with 1 minute and 30 seconds left in the second round. Sidaway. This is Keller Sidaway and Ryan Tobler, a freshman and a sophomore respectively. Sidaway. The right side, spins around behind again.
A little high. Got to get back.
Tobler reaches up, grabs a hold of Sidaway from in front and is working forward. No points awarded yet. Sidaway left leg posted out, trying to keep control. 60 seconds left and does regain control. So no points. Again, Sidaway started the second round in the up position, or up in the referee's position.
Keller working in a cradle right there. He's got his hand locked.
He's got it locked, just pushes Tobler up over the top and will earn some takedown points.
Some near fall, too.
Or some near fall, thank you. 30
Push
seconds.
him back over as long as he stays in bounds with this new rule.
Tobler out of bounds his entire body. He may have a left thumb in bounds as he reaches in to grab a hold of Sidaway, but Trey still working on that cradle. Still had it held. 2 near fall points for Sidaway, who leads 2-0. That's been the difference of the match so far.
All right, here 4-0 start of the second. Ryan chooses down. with a hard reversal, and
Sidaway gets called for locking his hands. Technical violation, 1 point. A reversal goes to Tobler. I think it should be 3-2 Tobler, shouldn't it?
I think 4-3. I think they got it right.
Did Sidaway get a couple of more near fall points? Or?
He got the near fall and revert. Well, I don't know how he got that too.
I'm going to wait for just a minute on that scoreboard because I thought Sidaway had 2 points and then Tobler got a reversal and then the hand locking would be 3-2, but I may be mistaken. Sidaway down in the referee's position to start the third and final period. Under 2 minutes left to go in this exhibition match. Sidaway works up to his base, gets a leg posted out, but Tobler breaks him back down. Trey.
Sidaway up hard.
Escapes, earns the point. Now shoots in, he's blocked. Gets a quick head and arm, but can't hold on to it. Tobler comes around behind the takedown, and will that tie us up at 5?
That will. This is a very even match. Keller's looking good. Keller's down.
So Sidaway down in the referee's position. Tobler comes in from the right side.
Works on a switch, come back around for the head. Just can't get it. Tobler's very good.
Sidaway probably an advantage here because if he can just get the escape, earn the point, and ride it out.
Yeah.
With a tie score at 5. And 1 minute and 8 seconds left to go in round number 3.
Tobler's going to keep him broke down with this parallel ride.
We haven't seen any matches yet today go into extra time.
He's working hard for this half. Keller's not going to give it to him.
Sidaway again riding. Oh, boy.
There we go.
A tough line here to avoid a stall but not allow Tobler. He's going to get some near fall points. Tobler takes the lead. Sidaway bridging high to avoid the pin. 32 seconds left to go. Tobler pulls him back onto his shoulders again. Sidaway tries to roll through and gets about halfway through. Tobler with good use of his legs to wrap Sidaway up and keep him from rolling all the way through. Trey still battling, fighting hard to roll through with 10 seconds left in the match.
He wants a pin. Keller needs to fight hard here.
And Keller rolls back through the other way, and time expires. Tobler, with the 3 points down the stretch, earns the win, 8-5. All right, let's finish running through. We got one more exhibition match at 120 pounds, Kyler Jackson and Ammon Holmquist. But did we get through Trey Sidaway? He was pinned in the first round at 160. At 170, Colton Hislop and Colton Beasley. It was a lot of points scored early. Hislop led 10-4 at the end of one, but then a quick pin by Beasley in the second round.
Yeah, when he gets stuck behind two tough guys and you get stuck, it's hard to get out and fight your way back, and he just got stuck.
And then at 220, Wyatt Weston finished it out with a pin. He pinned Cody Gambling 57 seconds in, and the strength from Weston, he stacked Gambling up and just pinned him. It was really nice.
Yeah, it was a great move. Right here with Kyler Jackson. And who else we got here?
Ammon Holmquist.
Ammon.
Two sophomores. And Holmquist is, I believe, or I should say, Jackson is wearing the look like basketball shorts. I think they're called fight shorts.
Yeah, that's a new rule this year. They're letting them wear that with spandex or whatever they want underneath.
Holmquist gets the takedown, and Jackson trails 2-0 a few seconds into the match. 50 seconds left in the first round. Jackson rolls through. 2 takedown, 2 near fall.
Back on his back.
Jackson in some trouble. And there's the pin for Holmquist. 1 minute and 9 seconds into the first round. Holmquist wins by fall. So the Rebels won 3 of the first 4 exhibition matches. The Bears win all 3 of the final 3 exhibition matches. And I think it's safe to say the Bears, I didn't do the math, but they won the duel.
Yeah, they definitely won.
The first match, let's just run through these again real quick as teams meet at center mat. We'll wrap this up. But Caleb Smith at 106 beat Mason Skibby. Corgan Conk won at 113, beat Kyle Skinner 2-1. Keegan Terry at 120 pinned Ryan Tobler. And then from 126 on to 170, it was the Bear Lakes. Ammon Holmquist, a 7-2 win over Randy Trujillo. John Holmquist, a pin of Austin Peterson. Chet Beard, a pin of Daniel Gifford. Dalton Moss beats Jaden Rao by fall at 145. At 152, Hayden Hunt beats Bridger Wesson by fall. At 160, Nolan Jensen in the first round pinned Trey Sitaway. Colton Beasley wins by fall over Colton Hislop at 170, and then the Rebels' Wyatt Weston wins at 220 by fall. Clay, I think that's going to do it.
Perfect. Thank you for letting me do this with you. It was way fun.
I should be thanking you because I'd have been. There were a lot of times that I had not much to say, and you filled in. So thank you for your knowledge, your expertise, your willingness to help us out on this.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Clay Barker here joining me. For Clay Barker, I'm Ryan STEINECKERT. Our broadcast today of Rebel Wrestling has been brought to you by J-Bar Auto and Excavation. A fun match today, regardless of winner. Rebels and the Bears, and boy, it was a pleasure bringing it to you. Make sure to stay tuned here to KADQ FM 98.3 and tune into the Wildlife and mylocalradio.com. We got Rebel girls basketball coming up in less than an hour. Our pregame starts at 6:30. The varsity tip-off is at 7 o'clock. Clay, again, thanks so much for your time, and Merry Christmas.
Thank you.